Hello, this is Katerina, and I'll bring you the new moon report in Taurus and the light codes to go with it. And boy, today the energy is so sky high. I had such trouble grounding, and my guides already started this morning. Katerina, really do not overdose on coffee today. It will make matters worse. So I had a rooibos tea instead. And my guide said with the upcoming lunar eclipse with the next full moon, I think it's on the 26th of May, then we have a solar eclipse, and then we've got the summer solstice. My guide said we are in this extreme curve of evolution, and the energy field is super rocky and unstable at the moment. So if you feel like you are out of sorts, you may be cranky, you may be super happy one moment and then really distraught the next, it is all part of this massive upgrade we're all going through. So all over the world, each individual, each country, each energy system is going through a massive change and upgrades, and that also brings forth collective purging also of the collective karma. So if your country at the moment uses very unusual measures and you feel like, wow, we've been rather stable and now our country seems to take a different turn, it's all part of it. And my guides also said the wave of light that's coming in is so strong, it's so enormously transformative. It will not be able to or outer circumstances can't withhold that increase of light. The dam will break. So anything that's presented as long-term at the moment will not be long-term. It's impossible, because the amount of change coming in, no old structure can withstand it for the long run. And then my guide said that there's an extra dose of everything. So that means there's extra light codes, there's extra change, there's extra tumult coming. So whatever is happening, really try to align with it as best as you can. And the more we accept we are in a super turbulent energetic period right now, the easier you will shift through this. And my guide said the more you can align with it and almost make peace with it, the easier it will be. Like yesterday, I had a super fantastic off day. In the morning, I just wanted to feed the birds in my bathrobe and the door fell in. And I had to run across the street to go to the back of my house. And I thought, oh my God, it's the last thing I wanted to happen. Then I wanted to clean something in the bathroom and the shower head. And I had a full shower with my clothes on, and the whole day was like that. And I just laughed and I thought, Jesus, Katerina, your level of grounding is really low at the moment. And that is the case when you go through high energetic portals. Your body hadn't had quite the time to adjust to it yet. Things like this can happen. So by now I take it really easy on myself, and I can really laugh about my own mistakes, as long as it's only happening to me. The unfortunate thing was it really poured down with rain, and my cat was locked out for 3 hours because I hadn't noticed she was gone. So she got some extra cream and extra cuddles last night to make up for it. And things like this can happen at the moment. So even though I have all the tools, I know what to do, I've done my very best, there are days where nothing seems to work, and that's okay as well. And especially when you're in the super acceleration, your energy field can right now massively expand. And while I was earlier connecting with the tree, he said you're really outgrown your forms and sizes who you were before. So say a week ago we could hold that much level of light collectively as well. Boom, now we're here. Boom, now we're there. Boom, we're there. And for those of you who are those pillars of light, who bring in these higher light codes, for you it's especially tricky, because you take it on board as the first hit. You bring in much more than the collective, and you're sending it out and help the collective to shift. So this is part, while it is extra hard on some, and others may just feel a little bit cranky or a little bit tired or just snappy or just withdraw for a while. But those who are really, say, the forerunners, the way showers, they usually get the first hit. And at the moment, it's like boom, 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 boom. There is no let up of this. And it's really extreme because I went through a portal, I think, on Friday, on Saturday, and yesterday again. And it's like I haven't catched up on any of 4 a.m. where I'm at. And it took me ages today to prepare for the video. And I'm so glad it's finally happening. And we are also able to, because we are now expanding so massively, and when we align with it, we can shift and transform now in weeks what took us years before. And not only on a, say, personal level, it's also what we are able in our service role to bring forward for the collective is absolutely expanding. And we are also attracting souls who are equally willing and quickly raising through those turbulent energy fields. And I could really feel today when I came here, there's absolute excitement in the air. It's almost like the higher realms are already having a party, because they said over and over, we have already achieved a much higher timeline. And as it stands, and we are accelerating so quickly, and if we keep that momentum, we are already stepping up at least 1 or 2 more higher timeline potentials. And that for me is absolutely fantastic news. And I live in the countryside of North England, so you have sometimes those single track roads, and if you go somewhere where you haven't been before, your sat-nav sometimes takes you to those shortcuts, and you're like, oh damn it, I'm one of those tracks again. And it can save you a massive amount of time, but it may not be comfortable driving there. And that's the analogy my guides gave us for this period in time. And when you come out the other side, you're always really excited you made it without a scratch on the car, without any bumps that you've managed to do to your car. And another thing, they've really been adamant. So for this increase in holding frequencies, it's also the limitations we held at that level. I can never achieve blah, 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 or I can't do this, I can't do this. We are really invited to sacrifice our old self and our old beliefs far more intensively so. And they also said we are constantly beyond our comfort zone at the moment. So here, that was a certain comfort zone, boom, now you're there, now you're there. And it helps us to bring in our newest and highest potential, sacrificing the old self and the old way of knowing how we're operating. And the telepathic abilities, the psychic abilities are absolutely increasing and on the rise. And I'm teaching the channel light language to learn how to tap into your psychic abilities, learning how to channel light language or any other abilities on a psychic level that you have. And I'm starting the course on the 28th of May. It's a 3 weeks course with 5 modules at the end, or 5 calls with me. And when I planned it, I had no idea that it's exactly within the eclipse window. And I thought, oh wow, so there's definitely going to be an extremely high download for every participant coming in. And it's an intimate group of 12 people, so I can really help everybody get along, and I can also fine-tune what blockages you may have from a past life. So let's see what light language wishes to come in. Iuia na 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 sia kaka na ma sia na na isk 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 ki isk 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 a si na mama kiana isk 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 ash kaka sa na 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 maha hiuana I kaka kaka na sa hiana ma hiana isi nama kaha shasha namaka isi isk 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 si hiana na nama hiana na nama hayana ma hayana ma sa sa nama. Ishk 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 si si namaha. Siya kaka ni ni sa sa namaha. Isi si namaha. Isi si namaha. Yakaka shishi sana. Aka, aka, aka. Blessed it be, so mote it be, and so it is. And I just opened my eyes because my storage is almost run out, and I didn't want it to cut anything short. I'm still in the energy. And my guide said, let's do a really intense dose of light language, very concentrated, and we managed. And they were saying they really downloaded the high exciting frequencies for us to allow this expansion with far more joy in our heart, that it doesn't feel like a sacrifice, it feels like a breakthrough for something greater to arise. And they are all around us, and they wish us all the very best, that we all thrive and tap into our gifts and abilities. And I look forward to seeing you on the 28th of May if you like to join me for the light language activation, and you will find further information below. I wish you a most benevolent new moon in Taurus, that all the light codes that are in the air really integrate gently for you, and I see you soon, latest for the lunar eclipse. All right, blessings to you. Namaste, dear friends.